Spam calls? He answers them all.
Some scammy scam.
I beg your pardon, what do you mean by scammy scam?
It's Special K's Telemarketer Turnaround
So you're a beautiful boy.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Everybody told me that.
on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, Kev, on text at 37530, this person's like, oh my God, these are my favorite kind when he didn't even plan to get called by people like this.
I love them.
Explain to the audience what has happened.
Last week, I got a call from a telemarketer, and he told me outright that he heard that I was in a wreck. So I, of course, went right along with it. And
Yes, I was.
I told him just how severe this wreck was. Here's a piece of that and what I told him.
I was completely and utterly rear-ended so hard that I flew through the window shield, and I ended up in a garden. It was beautiful.
Oh, okay. It was a dangerous and beautiful.
Well, actually, when I woke up, I saw Katy Perry looking at me, cute like. But then I realized it was just a CD case someone had tossed out their window.
Okay.
So, and see how it sounds like a phone farm. So, of course, Kevin, as we all did, we thought it was some sort of a scam situation because why is it so noisy in the background? That's like a phone farm. That's a phone scam.
Yeah.
He ended up hanging up on me. He'd had enough a little while into that. So I thought that would be the end of it. Well, we love a good continuation.
Yeah.
So he turned my number over to the American side of things, and this sweet lady called me to follow up on my accident that I had. And so this is how this conversation went with this poor woman here.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is calling from the law offices of...
Hello. Oh, my God. I think I talked to y'all.
Yes, ma'am, you spoke to our answering service.
Well, no, I answered. I did the service, ma'am. I mean, I didn't service him. I mean, but I would. He's kind of handsome, and I am lonely. You know, he sounded like a foreign fella, I think.
All right, so I understand you were rear-ended.
Oh, you're dirty. I buy the biggest white Silverado you've ever seen. Knocked me clear out the car.
Oh my God. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And so the operator said you were ejected from the vehicle?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yes. I flew clean over the Galleria's Mall. It was amazing. It was like a circus act. If you see me flying at about 5 p.m., if you see anything fly over in rush hour, that was probably me flying over you.
Oh, you got an imagination, ma'am. Okay.
No, but I was in a wreck.
I'm happy you're laughing about it now. Well, Michael said you lost a finger?
Yes, but not the action finger, just my little pinky. And the veterinarian put it back on. She was so nice, let me go ahead of the dogs, and even let me pet on a little kitty cat. Yes, ma'am, I pet on a kitty cat while they've reattached it. Yes, ma'am, the veterinarian. It's the closest thing. Well, we don't have nothing. I live in a remote area of the Heights, Houston. Of course, you know there's nothing there but veterinarians.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, this is crazy. All right, well,
Yeah, you're telling me.
I admire you for your bravery, first of all.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
But how about, can we call the witness, Miss Caddy?
Miss Katie? Oh, I woke up to Katy Perry. I woke up to her. She was standing right over me. Well, that's what I thought. I was going to find out is this was CD. But I don't know if you can call old Katie. She's probably at home busy counting her money.
Katy Perry, I see. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Michael said it's Elise Piebaker?
I told Michael he was a dummy. I told him time and time again, it's Eloise Penny Baker. You can find me on Instagram, Penny Baker Booty Shaker _. No, she didn't.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, I feel like you're just playing with me, and you're actually talking to a legal office, and I don't want you to get in trouble or anything, but, you know, we only deal with real scenarios, so.
Well, I'm the real deal, honey bun, and my left pinky is pointing at you because I got you.
All right.
I love it. That was hilarious.
What did she mistake her name for?
God. Elise Piebaker.
Yeah.
Piebaker? It's what the original guy wrote down.
Elise
my God.
Piebaker
That is
for Eloise
hilarious.
Pennybaker. Oh, that is excellent. Oh, what little treats are we going to get from here on out when Special K gets phone calls and can record them and play along?
Flew clear across the Galleria Mall.
Yeah, right over it in that Katy Perry CD. Okay, I would tell you guys to go to krbe.com/prank call requests, and Kevin can prank somebody in your life, but it's equally as fun when he pranks people who just call him randomly.
Yes, but thank you for the setups, though. I'm always calling people as fast as I can. krbe.com/prank call requests. Thank y'all.
You know, those spammers are getting better and better because for the last couple of years, it'll say, suspicious spam or something. It'll say something on potential spam on your phone. And now they're really starting to get through. Like, I've noticed they're getting through on my phone, and it'll be a Houston number.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that.
Just do what most of us do. Don't pick up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to pick up, though, because you don't know
if I don't see your name, if I don't see it says Ryan, I'm like, yep, nope.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like, if
they
I'm
really
waiting
want
on
me
a
bad
doctor to
enough,
call back with a prescription.
Eric, I've been in situations where I did not answer it because I'm like, I don't know what this was, and it was the school calling me from like a trunk line that doesn't say it's the school, and I missed it, and I'm like, oh no. So now, because I speak another language, I just answer it in Greek. It totally throws the phone farmers. Because if you say, bueno, like you're going to speak Spanish, they're ready to go with the Spanish. Mm-hmm. But when I say léete, and then the silence, léete, and I'm thinking, wait, is this somebody for me or somebody else? And then I hear the thing, then they don't know what the language is, and then I just stay and I keep saying it.
School.
No, because they will always say something. Because I've done that before when it was like somebody important that should be calling me. They don't even know what I said. They just heard my voice, and they're like, hi, is this? I go, oh yes, hi. I'm sorry, hello, who's this? But a lot of times it's a phone farmer. And I'm not saying I pick him up every time.
Kevin, he's done that voice, and it's like
absolutely
some guy that wants to work for him, or some DJ a wedding, and they're like, what's wrong with this guy?
You've accidentally been rude.
It was the folks who were at my wedding venue, and they were calling me to do actual business, and I started messing with them really deeply, and then I finally figured out who they were.
Like, oh crap!
And I felt so bad. I was so apologetic, but they had a good laugh about it.
So did you broke character and you told them, or did you just?
Yeah. Oh no, I broke character. I was like, oh, Victor, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought you were screwing with me. It said like an out of the country number. I just assumed. I am so sorry. He's like, oh, Mr. Kevin, you're crazy.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. If you guys really want to have a laugh at telemarketers to the point of what Kevin just said when he started off with a prank call voice but then had to get real, Pete Holmes is a comedian who has an epic bit about telemarketers when he wanted to screw the telemarketers and realized it actually was his bank. So he had to keep going with the dumb voice he was using like it's his real voice because he was so embarrassed to say he was just screwing with them. Because he'd be like, I'm just in my bathtub, rub-a-dub-dub, scrubby scrub.
But he had to keep it going.
And they're like, oh, hi, Chase Big. Yeah, I got money in my bathtub. And like, he just had to keep the dumb voice. And it made me laugh so hard the first time I heard it, I just cried.
That's commitment.
Yeah, it really was commitment. So you can go to krbe.com/prank call requests and be part of Special Case Pranks. And you can also go to krbe.com to reach out to us for other things we do on the show. Like we do Roula and Ryan's Roses on Thursdays where we try and figure out if your mate's a cheater. We did Revenge yesterday at 7 o'clock where somebody messed with you got them back. And today we focus on people who have lost touch and they are seeking closure.
And Eric, you said something was taken.
Yep.
From this gentleman.
I'll say stolen.
Stolen.
Not his heart. None of that crap.
Oh.
Okay.
You stole my heart. What happened? All right, let's hear the whole story next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
That, my friend, is what they call closure.
Yeah, that is. That's exactly what we are looking for. You. Eric is the man who people pick up the phone for.
Stop there. Oh.
You're the man.
Is the man that people pick up the phone for. Because the good thing about Eric calling you, when he tells you it's him, you're like, oh my gosh, if you know the show.
I'm the man.
Don't you get like the, oh my gosh, hi, what are you calling for?
I was at the gym yesterday. Also, this lady in the parking garage started yelling my name.
Oh, really?
I'm going to get shot. I'm dead.
Why would you think that? Why does your mind initially go to that?
Because I think of roses or something. I think that's someone's going to stab me.
That's true.
But she's really nice. She's her name's Cindy with an S.
Thanks for not stabbing Eric.
Yeah,
Cindy.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Cindy with an S, like sin.
Yeah.
Cindy.
S-I-N-D.
Look at. Here, wait, give me your card. Where's it at? Let me find it here for you.
What field of business?
She got let go in that big firing in March with the hospitals. I forget which hospital that was.
It was Texas Children's.
Well, no, it was a different one.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't that.
No,
it was something in March or something.
Not them.
But now she's trying to she's getting a real estate license because her family owns a business, and we just talked for like 5 minutes, just hanging out and stuff.
Thanks
and I told her,
Cindy.
so many people lose their job. I just love the positive attitude people have out there, by the way.
Sure, of course.
Just you lose your job, you're going to find something else. One door closes, another opens.
Yeah.
And she's
sometimes
really cool.
you can't see it when you're in the moment, but it will work out for you.
And you hate to hear it when you're in it, like right too soon. Like, just shut up with your cliches about things happen for a reason. Just let me wallow in this for 5 minutes and be mad.
She's a big fan.
Then you realize,
she loves you guys, and she didn't stab me, so it was a good day.
Okay, good. But my point is, people get excited when they realize it's Eric calling, and then they realize, wait, what are you calling me for, though? Which of the segments the Roula and Ryan show does? Now, this is Closure, where somebody is getting ghosted, and you're not responding to this person, but they responded to Eric, so we put you together. Terrence is standing by to tell us his full story and why he's here. Good morning, Terrence.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Terrence, so why do you need to be on Closure? Who are you seeking closure from?
I'm seeking closure from a girl named Valerie. We had 3 dates. Everything went great. The first date, the second date, then the third date, she spent the night and then got up in the morning at 5 a.m. and left.
Was it a work night?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, she had to get up, go back to her place, get changed, go into work.
And then realized
I
made a mistake. That was not what I wanted to do. That's nothing.
So how long has it been, Terrence?
He had 3 nipples.
It's been about 3 weeks, but I think she took something from my house.
Did she take like money or take what?
I have a clock on my wall. It's a special clock because it features Kevin from The Office. You remember, The Office, the show?
I wear tissue boxes for shoes.
Roula does a great imitation. My favorite scene of all time is the chili being spilled on the carpet.
He spilled it all.
Okay, so Kevin from The Office is the face of this clock on the wall?
Yeah, and it's got his hands are the hands of the clock.
I gotta look this up.
Larry.
Kevin Broccoli clock. Hang on a second.
Now we're distracted with your closure
see
to
here.
find this silly clock you've purchased. How much does it cost?
It's here.
How much does it cost?
It's Kevin being fed broccoli.
I was thinking like one big picture of him.
Yeah, me too. That's what I thought.
It's like instead of number 6, it's a him.
All the numbers are Kevin's head from The Office.
Yes.
And it's when Michael was feeding him broccoli.
The minute hand and the hour hand, who's got the broccoli?
It's just Steve Carell's hands.
Yeah.
Look,
he's being fed broccoli.
Okay, so you've got the Kevin Broccoli clock. How much did that cost you?
Well, I had the Kevin Broccoli clock.
it says $23.95.
So she has relations with you and it steals a clock on the way out and then ghosts you.
Correct.
Oh my!
Did she mention the clock when she went to your place in the 3 dates y'all had? Did she ever mention the clock? Wow, that's funny. I love that show.
I love The Office.
Not at all.
Let's get Valerie on the line.
What do they call it? Souvenirs?
Oh, I've never
heard of that.
Yeah, you take something after you do it. You take something from their house.
Yeah,
well, let's find out if she took a screwveneer.
Yeah.
Get Valerie on the line.
Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Thanks for being here today.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so Valerie, you heard that? Did you steal the clock?
I took the damn clock, dude. This funny. I took your clock, dude, because I look at it as a consolation prize. That was the worst bedroom experience I've ever had.
What? After that night we had, I really thought we had a great night. What are you talking about? All the stuff we were doing?
Until we got to the bedroom.
So it was bad, and so you stole his clock?
For my troubles.
What?
For my troubles?
Hold on, hold
my
on.
God.
So y'all didn't vibe physically, in your opinion, and you decided to take his clock and walk out.
Might have been nice for you to
Well,
tell
I mean,
me.
how do you
Okay.
tell somebody that they're not good in bed?
I want it back.
Dude, you
I want
can't
it
spend
back.
another $24 and get it yourself?
Let's talk about this honestly. You actually stole from him. So
Why don't
whether
you spend the $24?
How about stealing my precious time with that waste of what you call sex in the bedroom?
Those
You
free
stole
dinners
my
weren't
joy.
too.
Oh my God! You stole my joy.
You sure enjoyed that lobster. That was good. No
Well,
complaints
I
there.
wish the bump and grind was as good as the lobster, but it wasn't.
Oh wow, this is cold.
Oh damn.
Whatever.
Hang on a second, though, Valerie. It's a little uncool that you stole something from his place.
it's not uncool, it's theft.
Yeah.
You have to give it back to him. That's not okay. You can say what you want about the physical between you guys, but you
But
cannot
then he has
steal
to
from
see her
that
again.
person.
I would, dude. I'd just say say, I don't want the.
Yeah, spend the $24, dude. Be done with her.
Yeah, but then now that clock is tainted. So, and if he reorders a new one and puts it on the wall, he'll think of Valerie and the bad.
Well, maybe this will help him out.
Experience.
And he won't think of it if I give it back to him?
Man.
Oh my God.
You have absolutely no shame in your game whatsoever, do you, Valerie?
No shame in my game.
Is there anything he could have done?
Yeah, I've been better in bed, man.
I appreciate that, and I'm sorry you're a terrible human being.
Yeah, we're going to leave it at that. Turn down her line.
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay,
I can't
bye,
let
Valerie.
humiliate
Thank you.
her more. I mean, it's hard to not be affected by those negative words, but I just think for some reason she just chose to be on here so she could mess with your head. There was no reason for her.
She just wants
to say
him
any
to
of that
never
stuff.
call her again.
I always say it takes two to tango. Maybe she's not as great as she thinks she is.
Terrence, maybe she was on the fence with you. Maybe she was on the fence by the third date thinking, I'm not really sure if I'm into him. All right, let me just see if we physically match.
She tried it out. She didn't like what she got.
Maybe she's bipolar. Maybe that's the issue, because we had 2 dates before the third date happened, and none of this was even thought about. I mean, she was a super nice person.
Yeah, but you hadn't had any relations yet, had you?
We did not.
So would you say, looking back, that she did not have a good time?
I would say that it cost me $23 to find out that I could meet a human being that I thought was a nice one, and they weren't. You know,
There's a lot of good ones out there, buddy. And sometimes chemistry just doesn't work. How about people that have they're bad kissers, but then they kiss someone else and they're a good kisser to that
Yeah, but
person?
you got to give somebody a second chance. I mean,
Not if they're bad in that. Sometimes you know.
You never know. Sometimes you have a bad first at bat.
Chance.
Yeah.
No,
Mulligans? No.
If she was really into him, she'd want a redemption try.
well, that and there was really no need for her to come on and just be that mean. She had BBs for chest, so there you go.
Oh my God!
I'm not gonna, you guys are just being petty now. That's ridiculous.
They were BBs. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
you know what?
I was waiting for something. I'm like, he's too calm.
There's the retaliatory
There is.
thing.
Yeah, because if they were so terrible, you wouldn't have been attracted to her in the first place. So cheap shots on both
I
sides, not
understand.
appreciated.
Well, you know, there you go.
There you go. All
Thanks
right.
for
That was,
listening to our show.
that
Good
was
luck
odd.
on dating. It's so exciting.
Have a great day.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Wait a minute.
What is it they say? Hurt people say hurtful things. You know, he's like,
Is that some
she had
phrase?
BBs.
I've never heard that one.
That was just like kind of
Is that a
childish.
song from REM or
On both
something?
sides.
No, that's Everybody Hurts.
Hurt people say hurtful things. All right, and then
How would Morrissey say that, Ryan?
Hurtful people say hurtful things.
and some people are like, I don't know who Morrissey
Just
is.
look up Morrissey and you'll be like, oh, yep, Ryan's spot
Kind
on.
of spot on.
Wow. Okay, well, if you're looking for closure, sometimes it doesn't go your way, but now you know. And Eric is ready for your calls.
Have you ever had somebody steal something from your place? Like you had a company or a guest or somebody took something?
Let me think,
Yes.
let me think.
You
What?
did?
What did they
Yeah.
take?
I had a friend that used to take my underwear and
What?
then she took my t-shirts.
Because she needed underwear and t-shirts?
No, they
or
look
she
good on
was-
me.
It was actually Kevin that I caught red-handed.
No, it was actually pink-handed. They're pink.
Wait, did you? But for real, did you ever
No, for real.
confront this girl?
She was doing laundry and I'm like looking and I'm like, I know that's my stuff.
You didn't write your name
So
in
it was a roommate you had.
It wasn't a roommate. No,
Oh.
she was my friend in high school.
Just a
so she came
friend.
to my house and took my stuff and then took it
And
back
then-
to her house.
Oh, so then you'd be at her house, you'd see your stuff.
Yes.
Oh my,
my
God. And you
gosh.
never say anything?
No.
do you say?
I just stopped being friends with her. What am I supposed to say? Are you taking my stuff?
To lie to you.
Hey, that looks like my underwear. I have that exact same pair.
Had.
Yeah.
And then, but where'd you get that from? Is it from the same store? Where'd you buy yours?
Yeah, well, because I knew it was mine because I went home and looked for my underwear and they were not in my drawer because they were at her house.
That is so
I have some weird friends. And I had other friends
Such
that
a
like
strange
stole
thing to
money
steal.
from my parents.
What? How?
Yeah.
How was
that?
Because
Dirtbag
if you think
friends.
about it, you leave your purse out because
In
you
your
trust
house,
these
'cause
kids.
it's your house.
It's your
Right.
house,
Right.
And she was my best friend. I mean, we used to spend Christmas together, like every single holiday. And she stole money from my parents and blamed my older brother.
Wait a second.
Not cool.
I need details. When did y'all figure out that the money was missing, and how did you figure out it was her?
Instead of
It
your brother.
was, yeah. Well, we accused my brother because he was
Older or younger?
Older.
Okay.
More
So
troublemaker.
this is what? Is 17 years old?
We were
15
in
years
high
old?
school. We were in high
Okay.
school.
So tell us the story of how you figured out the money is gone.
She, it was something like my mom. I think maybe somebody like back in the day, not back in the day, but like my parents always had cash on them.
Okay.
That's how like if we were going out and doing something, they would just give us like a 20 or something.
Venmo.
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
there was no Venmo, and I didn't have a debit card or a credit card, so it would just give me cash. And I think maybe my older brother Kyle needed something or something. My mom went in her wallet to find it, and she's like, "Well, I had a 20 in here. I don't know where it went."
Uh-oh.
And Kyle's like, "Well, I didn't take it." And I didn't take it. And, we were just like, well, of course you're going to say you didn't take it. And so my friend hopped in the shower or something. So I went through her clothes to try and see if I could find the money.
Oh, you knew?
So you suspected her already?
Well, yeah, because if my brother didn't take it, Kyle would have at least been
admitted.
He would have done something. Yeah, you would have. You could tell exactly. I know my brother's tell, and I could tell that he didn't take it, but we didn't have any proof. So that's why I went through her stuff to try and see, did she take the 20? Because she never kept cash on her. She didn't ever have cash on her.
And where'd you find it?
It was in the bathroom because I was like, oh, hey, I got to pee. She's
Wait, she had the 20 in her purse?
She had no, it was in her clothes.
Oh,
you take your clothes off,
so
and put them on the toilet, and she's in the shower.
So non-confrontational Sam, which we learned.
Did you take the 20 back?
Reveal it to her that, hey, where'd you get the 20?
I was just like, no, I didn't know how to bring it up to her.
You should have just taken the 20 out.
I was like, she's got it in the bathroom.
But I couldn't really confirm or deny if it was her money. Maybe she did have the 20, but what are the odds of her having a 20 when my mom is losing a 20?
So how did she blame your brother then? Because you said she blamed your brother.
Well, I was like, oh, it's so weird. My mom said that there's money missing out of her purse. She's like, oh, well, it's probably Kyle.
Oh. So your friend is not only a thief, she's a liar, too.
Right.
Think of it this way.
I am not friends with her.
That was the best
anymore.
$20 you ever spent.
I guess so. Because I
rid
knew who she was.
Rid of that loser. You've been burned a lot by people.
I know. That's why I don't have feelings.
Well, you know what it is,
You're
Sam.
dead to me.
Predators, predatory people, they see somebody that's nice and sweet, and they take advantage of
These are her friends.
Yeah, these are my friends. Like I said, I spent every holiday with this girl. Every single holiday. We played soccer together, everything.
And Sam, you're bringing up a good lesson just to remind us as parents, as our kids are getting older, because, you have a while since your son's only 2, but I'm in those middle-age years from a 9 to a 13-year-old. So
those friends are crazy.
And I do remember that there were, you got to when I was in high school, there was a girl in my class, her bad boyfriend ended up stealing her dad's car.
Oh, my God.
Stole her dad's car. And I was like, what is this trash dumpster person circle that you have entered where they steal your father's car?
Most parents know.
Get away from these people.
They know the bad seed.
You can tell which.
Yeah, I think parents really do. Even though you, as kids, you're like, nah, they're fine. They're fine. I think my mom and dad knew that from the
ones
start.
that don't
Lock up that purse.
They don't talk to the parents. They just come to your house and they just walk into their bedroom.
Like I said, this girl went on holidays. She went on vacations, everything.
It's like a sister.
Her parents used to ground me when I went to her house.
Okay, listen, it's holiday season too. Since we're talking about this,
because you always are getting in trouble.
And I'm going to add this because it's holiday time and people are going to be having people over. You got to watch your stuff
do now.
when you have people over.
Sad.
You trust your friends, but when I was a kid, my mom went to a Christmas party one year. The next year, when the lady hosted the party, she had a padlock on her door,
right?
Because somebody during the party went into her master bedroom, her primary bedroom, and stole stuff. So she had to. She purposely put the padlock as a statement.
Yeah,
I know somebody stole from me.
Or if somebody's a druggie, you don't know that they have a drug problem.
I mean, Chandler Bing, Matthew Perry would go to open houses and steal people's drugs.
If they have some pills or something in their sport coat or their jacket and they lay it on the bed and you've got a dog, the dog gets into that. That's danger.
I'm talking about people who just want to steal drugs.
To take, yeah.
That's more common, I think, than the poor dog. That's true, though. But I think that I'd be more wary of. Do you have an addiction I don't know about?
Yep.
Can you answer this question here before you come into my house?
I feel like people down in Houston don't have the coat on the bed thing as much as we do up north.
Right, because...
True. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot at Thanksgiving.
They leave it in the car and they just run to your door.
Look at a volcano of clothes.
Yeah, mountain of clothes.
Coats.
The coat room.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, coming up next.
On my bed.
In Celebrity Scoop, the Toy Hall of Fame has added the new toys.
Oh, this is always fun.
Which ones got the votes and which ones didn't?
There's one on there I've never heard of. I've seen it at Target, but I don't even know how to play it. Maybe I'm sure Kevin plays it.
They'll teach you next.
Yeah, Kevin knows this game, I bet. Looks like something he'd like.
We'll talk about it next in Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE. Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
All right, let's do some Celebrity Scoop.
By the way, you guys are bringing up the text. We have to do a topic on...
Tomorrow it is on about what got stolen from you because my personal phone was blowing up from people who are my personal friends listening to that segment of what got stolen from your house. People on text 37530 what people stole from their house.
One
girl said her high school boyfriend broke into her house and stole all of her dad's guns.
Oh my! That's dangerous.
See,
and
Mom and
expensive.
Dad, I wasn't that bad.
Boys,
bad
boys. Let's just get into the scoop right now, shall we?
Let's do it.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, and the Toy Hall of Fame exists, and every year, different toys from your childhood or your mom and dad's childhood make it in, or are finalists to make it in, but they gotta get the votes. They only put 3 toys in a year. Mm-hmm. Last year's inductees were baseball cards.
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
That's good.
Okay. And the Fisher-Price corn popper. You know what that is?
Oh, yeah. That little... Yeah. Oh, my God.
It looks like it has a stick, and you're pushing it along the ground. And a bubble popper, like a bubble gum popper.
In there, yeah. I mean, that's been around for like good 70 years, probably.
The 2023 class is really strong.
Yeah.
What about 2023 class was strong. 2024, we got Transformers.
Oh, hell yeah.
How are they not in already?
The very first generation of toys from 1984.
And if you weren't smart enough, you got GoBots.
Oh, yeah. The cheap knockoffs.
GoBots were kids that couldn't put Transformers together correctly.
What was the difference? What was the primary
I know, because
difference?
I had both. I'm like, GoBots are easier to play with.
Well, there's also a cartoon associated with the Transformers, so you couldn't line up your GoBot with the Transformer.
And I think they were the first ones to do that.
I didn't ever see that one.
That was sheer brilliance. You design a cartoon to sell toys.
Smart.
And I think that was the first one
and
that
now
did
look at it. That movies, Chris Hemsworth just did one last month. It's a cartoon version.
Tell me
over 40 years.
Tell me what memory I'm crossing over when I used to watch a cartoon with my brother where it was like a pilot guy. Like they were in these glass dome, like kind of like airplane things.
Tailspin? Was it Tailspin?
It would go inside the head of the robot.
Voltron?
That was like Voltron.
Voltron.
That could be Voltron. It could be G-Force.
They controlled the robot because the pilot in the bubble was in the head.
It was a robot, not a plane? Okay.
No, it was a robot. But was it Voltron?
Yeah, they're like
Is
tigers.
that a Transformer?
It was a tiger type looking robot.
Where each one they broke apart. Like one was an arm, the other was an arm, one was a leg.
I thought that was Thundercats.
No.
Thundercats are like lion people.
They all had their own devices, but then they'd form into this giant robot.
Yeah, Voltron.
Okay, so that was called Voltron, and that has nothing to do with Transformers.
No.
Okay.
I know, it's around the same time.
It was. Okay, so the other toy that got in for this 2024 National Toy Hall of Fame class from 1982 when it first came out, I thought it was already in, but now it is official. My Little Pony, My Little Pony. Yeah. Wasn't there a whole movie with like 20-year-old guys who loved them called the Bronies?
Yeah, the Bronies.
Yeah.
They're really into it.
Still out.
Is that LeBron James' son's name? Brony? Or is it Bronny?
Bronny.
I don't think it has anything to do with the Bronies. The Bronies are adult men who are really into My Little Pony.
The third toy that made it into the 2024 class of the National Toy Hall of Fame.
That's the one I have no idea what this is.
Was created in 1982, and of all of us in this room, I agree with Eric. I think Kevin knows this game.
He's probably played this game.
It's a card game called Phase 10.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
I've always seen it. I've never played it.
have it.
See it
I
there.
have it at my house.
It's next to Uno. I always see it. What the hell is it?
What is it?
It's rummy. It's rummy. It is exactly rummy.
So it's just gin rummy.
Okay, so
But
tell me how to play that.
How'd you
'cause I
play
haven't
that?
played so long I forgot.
You're collecting sets and runs.
Okay.
So as in Jack, King, Queen, Ace, or a run is 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And so
why is it called Phase 10?
I believe that's.
I didn't think it had Jacks and Queens.
No, that one doesn't.
Numbers.
But they have their version.
Yes.
And then you have to phase up. It takes a really, really long time to play.
Like everybody has to get like 1, and then you go to the next round. And it's like you have to get 2, and then like the numbers, and then it's like phase 10.
Yeah,
it takes a really long time, but it's an easy game once you get the hang of it.
Now, you might get mad at the stuff that didn't make it if you're not a fan of Phase 10 that made it. Because there's a lot of stuff that didn't make it.
Yeah, Phase 10 sucks.
And I apologize if I explained it wrong. I mean, it's sets and runs, and, I got 3 threes and 4. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
All right, Roula, what was turned down? What didn't make it?
Apples to Apples, the game Apples to Apples did not make it.
That's a classic.
Choose Your Own Adventure books. I loved those books when I was in elementary school. Choose Your Own Adventure, Sam, is like you're reading the book, and it'll tell you, okay, if you want Sam to go down the street to the left and run to her mom's house, turn to page 54.
Oh, that's
cool. But if you want Sam to go to her grandpa's house and take a right, turn to page 42.
Yeah.
And it changes the endings of the story.
Oh, wow.
It was so epic. It was so epic. I loved those
Do they still
books.
make those, or is that like a classic that I would have to
Yeah,
go
I mean,
and
I
find?
think they still make them because my daughter was talking about them.
And Netflix did a movie like that, or a series where you could pick.
Really?
I remember that. Yeah.
You could pick, or do you want to
You'd use your remote.
Yeah, and you could use your remote to
I think they're
change the story.
discontinuing them.
Are they?
Yeah.
Choose Your Own Adventure books?
No, the Netflix one.
Oh, the Netflix one. Okay, the other stuff that didn't make it into the Toy Hall of Fame this year, remote control cars. Come on.
Oh,
That's
they
not
were
in there
fun
yet.
for a day and then they break.
But remote control cars, they've been around forever. How can that not be in the Toy Hall of Fame?
Remote control boats. And you see the remote control alligator head? Crocodile?
That's pretty cool.
Alligator head. And
So you psych people out
Yes.
like when you're near like a lake or something.
yeah,
you
especially
put it
around
in.
here. Totally. It doesn't work that
yeah.
well in Illinois, but here it It kills.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's one item that didn't make it in that I think should be in just for the sake that it's the longevity it has. I can go to a toy store today and find this thing, and I can watch some old film from like the 1800 Western times or pictures or something they did when they did old Westerns, and this thing was somewhere in a cabin. The stick horse.
Oh, yeah. It had like a pony head with like a broomstick body.
Yes.
And you just put it between your legs.
Have you seen the competitions now?
You would think that exists.
On the Ocho, people compete.
On stick horse?
And they have to jump over things. And
it's not in the Toy Hall of Fame?
You've never seen that? Look it up.
Basically like it's like
real.
running around with a broomstick between your legs.
And you have to jump over things. And you have to like gallop.
Be a horse.
It is the dumbest thing ever.
The last thing that didn't make it in, we talked about this when they were nominees. Balloons. Just plain old balloons.
That is ridiculous.
How's that not in?
I mean, some people don't consider them toys, but
They
I will
are
tell
toys.
you, if
Have you
you've
seen a
ever had a
2-year-old
kid's
with one?
birthday party
God.
between 1 and 6, I mean, I remember the family room at my family's restaurant is the scene of all family events. And when my daughter turned 5, she had whatever the theme was. And I think the theme was like Frozen. I went to Party City, and there's an Elsa balloon that you can get that looks like Elsa standing up, right? It's like a $25 balloon.
That's like a toy.
And it's not helium so that she doesn't float. She just stays there static. That Elsa balloon was like another kid at the party.
Right.
The kids were losing their minds.
Sure they were.
Over the Elsa balloon, and they were all running around like chasing it, and then all the balloons. I'm thinking, okay, why did I even care about any of the other crafts here? Because all I need to do was have a couple Elsa balloons.
At your house, you took a balloon with your siblings and you played like volleyball with it.
Yes. The floor was lava.
Yeah, each got to hit it. You get one hit back and forth.
Endless hours.
And then it hit the top of our popcorn ceiling and it pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, balloon is still not in the Toy Hall of Fame.
That's really sad.
Take out
Phase 10 is. Well, let's see what happens next year. We're going to have to vote better next time.
Phase 10 sucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, there are road closures in effect in downtown this morning as firefighters and other Houstonians are gathering for the funeral of firefighter Garcia. The memorial service is planned for 9 a.m. at the Co-Cathedral of the Sacred Heart. Now, Houston Mayor Whitmire has asked commuters to turn on their headlights this morning in honor of him. He passed away after an exterior wall collapsed on him and another firefighter back on November 6th. The other firefighter is okay. Investigators have since said that they suspect the blaze was intentionally set and they have arrested a person for that. But, thoughts and prayers for that family, and just be patient this morning. There's going to be a lot of traffic in downtown.
And there was a vacant warehouse on the east end. By the way, that's the structure that had the fire. That is so sad.
It really is. Now, today we're going to learn about a new plan for Houston's Astrodome. The Astrodome Conservancy Group is revealing what the group is calling a viable redevelopment project. We've heard this a million times.
Viable is the key word, friends.
So the announcement is scheduled for 10:30 this morning. They've spent years on this. After years of public input, they are ready to present what is called Vision Astrodome.
Didn't they have something like ready to go? Then Hidalgo killed it when she got elected.
I think so. Parking decks or something?
It's like every time they get close to something, somebody kills something.
A parking deck would probably make sense. It's just the smell. The smell of the inside is pretty interesting.
It's
need a
Febreze
mask.
up
You gotta
for
wear a
20
mask.
years, Kevin.
You need to Febreze things.
Oh, you need to wear a mask.
It's musty.
It's like a smell we can't describe.
Mildew.
It is. It's like an old trunk from the old country.
Exactly.
Like an immigrant came over here in 1885, and they haven't opened that trunk since.
We found it
opened it, took a whiff.
My mom's basement. And you're like, oh, God, what is that?
Oh, God.
But we were all in it about 8 years ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And it didn't. Oh, okay. I imagine that. I'm sorry.
Shut down.
Sorry about that. By the way, Jose Altuve earned his 7th career American League Silver Slugger Award, which is handed out to the best and most productive offensive players at each position in the American and National Leagues.
He's tied Ryan Sandberg for the most times.
I didn't even know Ryan Sandberg.
Oh, you don't know Rhino?
No, what team was he on?
Chicago Cubs.
Oh, I don't know.
I know because he's my nemesis.
Oh, okay. So now he's tied him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's all over the billboards in Chicago because he got a hair transplant. So
Even the hair transplant.
It's him and Brian Urlacher. All Chicago
is he open about it? Like he talks about it?
They pay him.
A billboard.
Oh, he's doing an endorsement.
Yeah, doing endorsements everywhere around the town. The whole city knows that.
So he was bald, now he's got hair.
But you said Altuve got Silver Slugger or Golden Glove?
Silver Slugger.
Silver Slugger.
Silver
Which is
Slugger
huge.
Award.
7 times you said, right?
Yeah, 7 times. That's awesome. All right, you guys ready for a game?
Yeah. Rapid fire quiz time
Speaking
for
of
the
seven-time
Texas
winner.
Renaissance Festival. We do not want Eric to win again.
13-time winner, I should say. Right
A 4-pack of passes to the 50th annual Texas Renaissance Festival is up for grabs right now at 833-390-KRBE. You must choose wisely between me and Roula. And there's Eric. Special K, Sam, and Ahmad. So there's 5 of us that could win for you. Let's see what we do next on the Roula and Ryan Show.